Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Anthony Davis.
I'm really not too surprised to see the rebounding numbers trail off a bit. He's a veteran player getting up there in years, and what comes with that is some changes to physicality and intentional adjustments to playing style. Even though his rebounding output has declined, that veteran presence and basketball IQ continue to grow.
And now Washington's starting group. They've got Alexander Sarr. Anthony Davis is out there with Keyshawn George. Then it's Johnson, and it's Irving in at the point guard position. And for Toronto, Anthony is out there with Barnes. And it's Smith. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Abdul-Rahim in at the center position. Now, here is Smith following the miss by Anthony Davis. Abdul-Rahim's shot is good. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Now here is Davis. 12 points his last outing. George against Smith. Anthony with the screen on Davis. And that one's good. Barnes.
Well, Barnes plays with a real edge. It allows him to get in there and mix it up with the big boys.
Anthony against George. Back to Irving. And again, Washington no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Davis inside, covered by Barnes, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, I love the work ethic there by AD. He just committed to out-hustling everybody.
Smith the pass to Abdul-Rahim. And Sarr pulls it down. For Washington, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Smith the pass to Abdul-Rahim. Barnes sets a screen for Smith. And the dunk by Barnes.
Really good positioning there from Barnes as the roll man. He set a solid screen, and then he found his spot.
Now, here is Irving. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Johnson with it. Barrett covering. Launches a three. The offensive rebound. Raptors are gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Anthony with the screen on Sarr. The kick out to Barnes. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games.
Both of these teams have established tempo as an identity. I mean, they're playing fast and scoring in bunches.
Davis against Barnes. And Davis can't get it to go.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections. What body control with a defender right in his face? You can't do it any better than that.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Washington. Trailing by 4. From the arc. The Wizards with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. Covered by Sarr. Smith, no good. Washington trails by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Johnson. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, with that size, it's easy for Sarr to see right where the rock needs to go.
In Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Nice shot by Smith.
Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shots drop.
Washington shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. And George kicks to Irving. Pass to Saw. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
This is why you involve the big man Saar in pick and rolls. He understands how to take advantage.
Tim, pure basketball artistry. That's what Kyrie Irving embodied.
Well, Kevin, the combination of the ball handling, the finishing ability, impossible shot making. I'm not sure there's any player in the NBA who puts on a better show than Kyrie.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Now here is Davis. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Here's Smith. His last outing, 16 points for him. Shot, high post, and there are the Raptors with another bucket. Washington trails by 4. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for the Raptors. We spoke about the challenge of facing Anthony Davis. Coach commented, there aren't a lot of guys like AD, bigs who can control both ends of the paint. We have to be aware of him at all times, or he's going to take over the game. No doubt Davis will be a factor tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Back to Anthony. Clock at 6. Over George. Washington with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Johnson, the pass to Davis. Pass to Irving. Over Smith. And the shot falls short this time.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Took him no time at all on that one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Washington trails by 7. Irving surveying the floor. To the middle. Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Smith against Irving. Floats one. He lays it in.
What great body control. Irving excels at working off contact.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. For the Wizards, Raptors leading by 7. Bridges outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Teams are starting to hit their stride in this early portion of the NBA season, Tim. Do you feel like you've hit your broadcasting rhythm yet?
I'm getting there, Kevin. You're making it easy for me. It's unbelievable. It's like playing with a great point guard for a shooter. You can't make it any easier. I've got my game notes down. I'm feeling good. But honestly, I think it's going to take everybody a few weeks before we really feel like we're in midseason form.
Routine and rhythm are big parts, whether you're broadcasting or Tim on the floor.
But, Kevin, that is so true.
Count it good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Hawkins passes to Stewart. Here is Hawkins, defended by Carrington. In the corner, it's Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Shoots from 12. And that one goes long. Raptors leading by 9. Here's Hawkins. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Carrington with the ball. He's covered by Hawkins. Carrington, that's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And he drives in. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
An easy 2 points on the layup. Carrington's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Hawkins with it. Defended by Carrington. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. And Washington making a change here.
Substitution for the Wizards.
We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Here's Bridges. On the wing, Johnson. Riley covering.
There we go.
Hands it from downtown. And the Raptors lead by 12.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Bridges. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And at one point, I think they thought they were maybe out of this thing, but man, they just came storming back on a mission.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Washington shooting their first free throw tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
3 seconds left. He can't get that one. And so it's Toronto going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
So the Wizards 5 right now. They've got Sarr. Carlton Carrington is out there with Riley. Then there's Ayton.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Over Ayton. Abdul-Rahim can't hit. Washington trails by 10. And here is Ayton. Inside. And Ayton throws it down.
I love the fact that Ayton didn't just lay that up. He wanted to leave no room for doubt. Beautiful slam right there.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Picked by Anthony. And again, it's Toronto converting.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Toronto leading by 10. Now, here's Barrett. And another basket for Toronto.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Carrington with the ball. He's got 6. Pass to Riley. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. Outside, Barrett. Offline with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Carrington. Lets it go from 11. And Ayton throws it down.
That long reach by Ayton made it easy for him to collect that rebound and convert.
There's a screen. The shot. And Sarr pulls it down. Washington trails by 10.
Toronto foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for your Raptors, Scotty Barnes. Smith.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Takes it off the glass. That's now 8 points for Smith.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Irving's checked in for Washington. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
The Wizards working the ball around now. Pass to Sarr. Here's Carrington. Throws it up high. 5 on the clock. Here's Barrett. And it's Anthony top of the key. It's Barrett on the wing. Outside Anthony. Out to Smith. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Wizards.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package or he can pound it on your head.
Johnson, he's checked in for Barrett. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. We know Kyrie Irving is going to get his buckets, but he wants to keep everyone involved. He said, what's worked for me is allowing others to shine their light in their own capacity, encouraging them to do so, and then, when it's my turn, just flourishing in that role. Guys?
He does it well. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Smith for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Smith's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Pass to Sarr. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 10 points for Alex Sarr.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. The shot from the low post is good. And now it's only a 5-point Raptor lead.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. He's covered by Ayton. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Toronto.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
And the Raptors making a change here. Hawkins is checked in. Smith against Irving. Over Smith. Irving can't get it to go. Raptors leading by 7. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Here's Johnson, defended by George. Here's Abdul-Rahim, and he makes that one. Abdul-Rahim's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
Stewart's checked in for the Raptors. Bridges comes in for Scotty Barnes. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Smith kicks to Hawkins. Bridges outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Bridges has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Wizards. A 12-point game.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
And honestly, this is kind of what we expected. They ran up against a team with a very talented roster, and they just got overwhelmed.
Smith. And good. The friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Smith's got the lead up to 14 now for Toronto. Now Irving. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strengths.
Smith outside. Pass to Hawkins. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges a screen on Johnson. Here's Hawkins. And the 3 off target. Washington trails by 12. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Bridges has got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Smith, covered by Irving. Smith against Irving. Stolen by George. And a wide open look for Sarr. Sinks the 3-pointer. Sarr's got it back down to within single digits for the Wizards. And the officials have called the screen right there. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto on Friday, then on Monday.
And for their matchup with New Orleans, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. 2 of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
Both teams will make substitutions. Right side Davis. Back to Irving. It's hauled in by Hawkins.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Stewart passes to Hawkins. Stewart with the screen on Irving. Hawkins shot good.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Johnson outside. Back to Irving. On the wing, Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Corner shot. His 5th miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Stewart kicks to Hawkins. Off target from 3-point range. In the corner, Irving with it. Pass to Davis. Over Stewart. And it's Davis missing. Toronto leading by 12. Here is Hawkins. He's coming off a 22-point game against San Antonio. 3-pointer. Hawkins can't get that one to fall.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Pass to Bridges. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Johnson kicks to Irving. Davis looking for an opening. Back to Irving. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
Impressive work inside that time from Irving. He is one of the most talented scorers in this league.
Into the lane. Count it. 8 points for him.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And so it's Toronto up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for Toronto.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh, my gosh, those were the good old days.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They've got Anthony. R.J. Barrett is out there with Smith. Then it's Barnes, and it's Abdul Rahim in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one. Well, Scotty Barnes is one of those do-it-all kind of guys. He can guard 1 through 4, and then offensively, he can basically do any job that's required.
Barnes hits them both. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Irving kicks to George. Takes it inside.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Smith wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. Sarr in the post. And it's Davis at the elbow. Irving drives in. Yes, it is. Boy, that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen, and then a nice spin there to get open.
Washington trails by 12. Outside, Davis. Sarr sets the screen for Davis. It's tipped.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated
Come
the
on,
play.
man.
They got
Bullshit.
there first.
Wizards have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Sarr finds Irving. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Smith. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Toronto shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Wizards. Trailing by 13. It's Davis on the win. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
With that combination of size and versatility, it's hard keeping Anthony Davis in check.
Washington shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Well, one of the more versatile bigs in this league. AD can guard anyone and can attack from anywhere on the floor.
And the second free throw, good. Raptors leading by 12. Here's Barnes. And there it is for him. Barnes has got 6 here in this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
You can't play much better than this. That's 4 straight to start the half.
And the Raptors call time here.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 9 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. It's a great stretch for him.
Well, he is consistently stringing great performances together, and when he gets cooking, just keep giving him the ball.
The 3 from Johnson, and Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Abdul-Rahim's got 6 rebounds in the game.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
I give you that thing. That's what's on the floor down there hurt. Rather than his
he definitely looks
Damn, they player hurt.
See someone hurting
You know
like
what,
this,
son? It ain't gonna really be. It ain't looking good for him already.
He's going to have to get checked out with that great medical staff that all teams in this league have.
And Washington making a change here. Ayton's checked in. Irving against Smith. And the shot is good. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
Abdul-Rahim's shot is good.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Washington trails by 17. Pass to Irving. Fires the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Abdul-Rahim's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Over Ayton. 11 feet away. Barnes outside. Here's Abdul-Rahim. He's covered by Ayton. Abdul-Rahim can't hit. The Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Shot by Johnson, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on
Come
him
on,
to continue
man.
missing.
It's fucking right
You're
here.
just not going to
But
see
the
him
fumble
do
there.
that
Put that in
very
there.
often. Usually when he rises
go.
up, there's a
Defense.
guarantee.
Everybody
it's going
playing
down.
real
And
feisty
they've
right
got a big lead,
now.
not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
From downtown, bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Smith for three. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his second of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
It is.
So
24
the timeout
points.
by Will Hardy here.
So far.
Coach is going to take a few
Ray
minutes
Smith,
to
what's
regroup
up, boy?
and go over the strategy. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams.
And here we've got 2 teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup.
And it's Ayton missing.
That's why you really want to take it.
Here's up to
let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, guys. So what's the difference between the diehard fans and the casuals? Well, Kevin Durant said some fans get programmed to just think about free agency and drama, and they only care about the finals and players' legacies. What are something the fans lock in on the game itself, not just the storylines. Kevin?
That's a good point. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Wizards. Johnson, the pass to Irving. Looking to end the run. It's deflected. They recover. Oh, and the jam by Ayton. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's up to
He's fucking. He's just filling himself up to his hollow face with some he is not disappointed.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. 4 on the shot clock. Another miss by Irving.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Good. He gets that one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And let's toss it over to the sideline for a report on Alexander Sarr. Allie, how is he?
Hey guys, well, the head athletic trainer for Washington let me know the status. All signs point to a high ankle sprain, something that they're going to have to be very careful with. They are going to keep him on the sidelines tonight, and it may be a few more games before he can get back on the court. Guys.
Nelly, we thank you for the report.
Well, that is encouraging, but it's also important to make sure he is 100% before he returns. You don't want to hurry back and risk further injury.
And the Raptors with some changes. Stewart checked in for Scotty Barnes. Miles Bridges comes in for Anthony, and Hawkins subbed in for R.J. Barrett. Down low, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
A dependable distributor. Irving is adept at seeing the floor and making the pass.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Ayton in the high post. Stewart on him. Here's the screen. Washington needs to get a shot off here.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Abdul-Rahim passes to Stewart. Here's Hawkins. Back to Stewart. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Bridges against Riley. Stewart with the steal. It's blocked. To the inside. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
Wizards making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Driving to the basket.
Clearly a foul.
The Raptors have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
At the line for 2.
And the first one goes for the Wizards. White comes in for Derek Jones. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Irving. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Washington shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Riley kicks to White. To the paint. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
The Wizards making a switch here. McGowan's checked in. We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. No good there.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Wizards shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Riley. Good work there as it goes. Riley's got his first points of the game.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Abdul-Rahim passes to Hawkins. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Carrington. He's covered by Hawkins. Inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
Lets it fly. And so is Toronto, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist up.
It's to take care of anyway. So I will be back when it's time for another. Holla.